Yeah, so 2K just done a live stream for the NBA 2K26 roadmap of what's to come, and I'm gonna let you guys know this is a summary for people who probably at work who missed the stream of everything that is revealed. Now I'm gonna let you know the categories. We got gameplay, and I'm only doing the important ones that people who I know follow me want to know. So we got gameplay in this video, we got the my player builder in the video, they spoke on the city, and then my career. Of course they did my team and all that, so I'm just going to summarize it all up so that it is simple and you just simply understand it. So let's start off with the gameplay section, everything they talked about with gameplay. Now I could also play the words, but I'm just going to summarize it up for you. So the first slide was about skill-based gameplay. Pretty much they want to reward people for being skilled, specifically in comp game modes. So no longer in any comp game mode, which is stage, pro-am, proving grounds, which I feel like that's already in 25. I could be bugging, I don't know, I ain't playing a minute, but you can no longer period make a early or a late. So you know how you can go in game modes, and I forgot what that setting called on the game, bruh, where you could like, what is it? I forgot the setting, bro, but you could make like earlies and stuff like that. If you put that setting on only, pretty much you can't do that no more. So that's simple. It is green or miss. And I feel like they're also, the way he worded it, I'm gonna probably play a clip. The way he worded it, it feels like they also speaking on the RNG thing that people discovered in the game. As far as like, even though I greened the shot, I still missed because of the RNG in the game. So hopefully that infers that is gone from the game, and if you green, you green.
Is that one of the dev team's themes was ensuring a skill-based gameplay experience where you feel more in control and you feel that what you're doing on the sticks, on the controller, is more reflected by what you're seeing on your screen. And that is an overall theme, so you're gonna feel it across shot outcomes, blocks, steals, loose balls, rebounds, and more across just how gameplay feels this year.
Also, so we got layup timing. Layup timing is no longer, you could cheese the, y'all know in 225, you could cheese the real player percentage with the layups and pretty much make all of them, especially if they wide open or if they contested. So no more of that, you gotta time your layup, but they not trying to make layups difficult, but it's automatically layup timing, layup meter, boom. Next, they was talking about the dunk meter. You can see your timing on the dunk meter. Y'all know we seen that back in the day in old 2Ks. They took it out in 25, so you just kind of had to guess your green window for the dunk meter. So now we have a green window for the dunk meter, so you know if you're gonna make it or miss. So that literally is the gameplay. They also spoke on, they trying to have fresh play styles year round. That's basically talking about elevation on the cap breakers. What else? The takeover system, new mechanics on that, easier to unlock. Pretty simple. So that's pretty much the gameplay. So not actual gameplay footage, we will get that, and they have the timeline on that, but those is cool little additions to 26 that we wanted changed in 25. So that's the gameplay section. All right, so real simple for the next category, which was, I believe, the my player builder. Of course they didn't show the actual builder, but pretty much they were just saying the topic is my player build diversity. So they want to promote diversity in builds where everybody not just making the same overpowered one build that everybody got. Like, you could be diverse. Apparently that's what they always say. We're gonna see when it actually drop. Now, something that's fire, a part of the builder that you guys probably had complaints about, is the body type. Now you can see your body type choices in the builder before you're done. So it's no more go all the way to like the my career thing and start switching your appearance around to see like, my build can only get this body type, that body type. Now you can see the body type before you're finished creating a build. So that's pretty much it for just build diversity in the build section. They have the dates for when the builder will be revealed. All right, the next category is, I'm gonna go to the city. So as far as the city, pretty much, of course, again, they're not revealing the city, they just giving you a description of the city. So we're about to have the smallest city that we ever had ever. So smaller than what we just had in 25, which was kind of the smallest one before all the previous years. So now they're going even smaller with less streets, less all that twisting and turning. So that's fire. So along with the city, we're going to talk about the park. They talked about the park. So in the park, they were saying they're going with, let me see the wording of it. They're going with more of a new design that's focused on natural grounded environments. So basically real life parks. We're getting real life parks in 26. They say you could literally see these parks walking around in neighborhoods. So they probably referring to Rucker Park and stuff like that. So most likely we're getting real life parks in 26, and I think that's fire, bro. No more of that. We don't need that like robots and ships and all that laggy stuff. They're supposed to be fixing the lighting. So that's a simple thing on the city that we supposed to be getting. Now, along with in the city, they have something called flex and show off in the city. So that's more like you can get more emotes probably. But the main thing was leaderboards. And they are doing like a top player each day. So for any game mode, so like the theater, for the rec, for pro-am, there's a rank system where you could be the top player. So if you hit rank 1 in one of these game modes, you are now going to be rewarded with a 12-foot statue outside of the game mode building. So before you walk into the theater, you're going to literally see a 12-foot statue of you if you grind that mode. And I think that's fire for people who have their specific modes. Like I got friends that only play rec. I got friends that only play pro-am, park, whatever. So that's going to be dope. Reward the players who really put in work and have the most wins and just win and just play the game. So I think that's fire. Everybody get a statue. Rank 1, I'm sure it's just going to be a rank 1 thing. What else? So we talked about gameplay, my player, the city. Last but not least, pretty much is my career. We're not too tripping on my career, but they are doing a new story called My Career Storyline Out of Bounds. So My Career Out of Bounds, and basically what that refers to is it's more consequences if you don't pass the objectives. So you might not get like deals from your agent and stuff like that. Pretty simple on the My Career. I'm not going to be, like I said, I'm not trying to make a super long video. I'm trying to summarize just so you guys can understand it. And then of course they saying the NBA draft is back. So for the people who like My Career, that's cool. Good news for y'all. Out of everything, I'm liking that they trying to reward skill-based matchmaking, like skilled comp players and skilled gameplay, green or miss. I like that. I like the park. We want it simpler. We want it small, like the back in the day 2K15. When I load into the park in the city, just let me hoop. I don't need to go shopping. It's not GTA. So I like that. And what else they did? I mean, that's pretty much the roadmap. So you can see that I showed in the intro. This little screenshot right here is the entire roadmap. And I don't know if I could like zoom in and see anything special on it, but you guys probably find something. So y'all see all the dates coming week of August 18th, etc., etc. So you can literally copy down this little roadmap if you want it and mark your calendars on whatever y'all want to see pretty much. So ball over everything. Now, the last thing I want to touch on personally, just for my people who probably wondering, which 2K am I getting as far as the pre-orders? And it's pretty simple, bruh. So when it comes to the Shea cover and the WNBA cover, they pretty much are both the same. If you get those covers, which I believe should be 60, the traditional price of games, if you get those covers, you won't play the game early. You're gonna play September the 5th. It's that simple. Now, if you go to the other two, one is $100 with Mellow, which is the Superstar Edition. You could cop that one, that's cool. And then the big boy is the Leave No Doubt Edition. So you're getting either 100K VC for the Superstar or 135K VC with the Big Boy Edition. But along with the Big Boy, if you really play 2K, you can already get the Season 1 Pro Pass for people who always get the Pro Pass. And both versions have the early access. So for me, of course, I'm going to get the Leave No Doubt Edition because I want the Season 1 Pro Pass. I'll take the extra VC. You need all the VC you could get when it comes to 2K as far as making builds and stuff like that. And if you use the pre-order right now with the Leave No Doubt Edition, you can get the Pro Passes for the seasons that's still left to go in 25. So it's pretty simple. So you can simply just chill with the $100. You straight unless you want season pass and all of that type of stuff. But both versions get the 7-day early access. So I just wanted to make that clear. I'm getting a Leave No Doubt Edition. So that pretty much summarized everything, all the categories in a simpler way. They definitely went into more details. You guys can check out their live stream on Twitch for like extra details. But this that quick summary to share to your friends like, hey, all the 2K26 news, you feel me? Send them boys the link, show them LaMonsta, just summarize it up real quick. Nothing too crazy, nothing too long-winded. It's your boy LaMonsta. We gonna leave it simple like that. And we out of here.